Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate your presence. This is going to be another pick a card reading as promised. This is going to be what blessings are coming your way. I am going to tune into the ancestors. You guys know I love talking to your ancestors. I love talking to mine. And I feel really more empowered when I really present the ancestors in our readings. So I think it's really important to remember them when we do this kind of stuff, because they are the source of power for each and one of us. They really help us in this earthly realm. You know, angels are beautiful as well. The creator, it's like your spiritual team, but your ancestors really know what you've been through because they were human once too. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a good vibe. So hang in there with me today. I really hope you you feel a sense of empowerment after this reading. Okay, for those of you who are new to my channel, I am a psychic medium. I read tarot intuitively. I start with a channeled message and then I move on to the description of the cards. I am clairvoyant, I am clairaudient, I am a medium, so I do offer mediumship based readings. Those are priced a little differently, and I will leave all that information below. If you would like a personal reading, please contact me via Instagram is always preferred, just because my email, you guys, it gets a little messy and I can't respond right away. Okay, I do want to say really quickly, I do reserve a right to refuse service to someone if I feel intuitively it's not going to be a good fit. So for those that want to email me like 5 times and request and I've said no, now you know. I definitely would like to choose who I work with sometimes too, okay? It's really important for my energy to connect with the right people. So with that being said, if you would like to donate to my channel, you guys, so I can get some decks for us, or I can just revamp, you know, some stuff here for my channel, that would be awesome. Stephanie, thank you so much for your PayPal donation. Really appreciate it. You know who you are. I really, really, really appreciate you taking the time to do that, and I love you so much for that. And everyone else who has donated so far, thank you. I will leave my Instagram information, you guys, so you can check out my testimonials, reviews. I have a giveaway going on right now, and I do manifestation tips with crystals. I do just inspiring posts. You know, just check me out, see if you like the content. And yeah, so I think I covered everything. Let's jump in. So let's talk about your blessings. Okay, so this is going to be deck 1, Miss Cleo. This is going to be deck 2, the the Golden Universal. And this is going to be deck 3, Radiant Wise. Okay, so again, 1, Miss Cleo, 2, Golden Universal, 3, Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. Please take a deep breath, you guys. Choose intuitively. Okay, choose intuitively. If you need more time, please pause the video. Let's get started. Okay, let's get a little channeled message. So, from the ancestors, let's see what's going on. Pile 1. I'm going to use some new decks, you guys. I'm going to use the Goddess Guidance for this one, and then I'm going to do the Karma cards, okay? Really loving it. So let's see what's been happening with you guys, pile 1. What's been going on? Let's get a little backstory. Let's get a little past energy just so I could see what's going on. Ancestors, please tune in to pile 1. Let me know what blessings are coming in. Okay, a lot of you guys have been feeling a little overwhelmed, all right? There's a lot of energy around you. I feel like you have been definitely in a place of, I feel, running back and forth from things that you know you want. It's like you're in a mid-transition. You're trying to move from your old life into your new life, and I feel like there's some kind of chaos in between surrounding people in your life who are having a hard time with this transformation. Some of you guys decided to go back to school for either cosmetology, or even a spiritual pursuit here. I know those are two different things, but I'm picking up maybe some of you guys are in between a kind of a cosmetic situation and a spiritual pursuit, and you feel, what's going on with pile 1, past energies, you feel kind of at odds. You feel very exactly your resources. The second house is about money. The second house is about how you spend your money and what you're going to do in terms of, and how you make your money, okay? So my intuition was saying this is about you being pulled in two different directions. One direction is a more 3D based direction, a more 9-to-5 based. The other direction is your spirituality. Some of you guys may be torn between two, and you're feeling a bit chaotic. I feel like the people around you as well. Intuitively, I'm picking up that you have people around you who have a lot to say about your life, and it's kind of diluting your mind a little bit. It's kind of confusing you. I'm hearing you want to go back to school, like you're trying to pursue higher learning, pile 1. You're really trying to start something different than everything you've known. You're really taking action. What's going on here with pile 1? I keep having a vision of an elevator as well. So this lets me know it's like you're being moved, whether you want to or not. Your ancestors are moving you. Okay? Look at that, Aries. It goes hand in hand with my intuition. Like, you know, it says do it your own way, what you think you know about. Yeah, absolutely, because you guys are moving into energies meet the challenge of your desires regarding resulting from honesty and strength. My intuition called it. It's like you're being asked, your ancestors are saying, step into your power. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There's so much Mars energy in alignment with your second house, meaning this is the time to take action into a new pursuit. Second house meaning your career, your finances. Aries, Mars are all about action, okay? I will say, this pile in particular, you really care about what your friends and family think of you. I am getting an energy here of feeling very, you're feeling restless and stressed out because you don't want to let people down, or you feel that if you decide to take on a new path that you're going to let people down is what I'm getting, okay? So I'm hearing the voice of reason. Yeah, you guys have been stagnant and afraid of taking a leap of faith. Pile 1, please. What blessings are coming in? Give me some past energy on what's happening with pile 1. Compassion. Come on. Look at that. Lakshmi. This is my one. I pray to her all the time, especially when I was in school. This is a good sign. See, I'm aligning it. When I was in school, she showed up for me a lot. And now I'm in pursuit of my master's, and she shows up for me every time. She's showing up for you. Okay? To have faith. A lot of you guys are pursuing a new career in terms of schooling and education, for sure. But there's the fear, because I'm hearing you are torn between what you're passionate about and what is rational to you. Your passion may not seem rational to you or other people, and so you're psyching yourself out. And this is about really having compassion, because you have been dealing with a lot of people. The ancestors are showing me you've been dealing with people who have been messing with your energy. They've been trying to throw you off your game, or they've been trying to like pollute your mind. Yeah, I'm seeing really, especially one person here who's an energy vampire. You have an energy vampire around you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Libra or Aquarius. Could be Gemini. So this person likes to kind of drop negative seeds in your mind, okay? Or they like to say, or they like to do things to take your energy like out of spite. So your blessings, your ancestors are saying it's really important to clear your circle. Do not allow people to pollute your energy. Do what you need to do to keep your mind, your space cleansed. I'm hearing solitude. This pile will really need to work on being alone right now, okay? Because you guys are very impressionable and you're very sensitive to energy. You may even be an empath. You're very sensitive to people's opinions. You're very sensitive to words, to energy. So it's really important right now to scale it back, take a step back, and really assess your own desires, okay? Without anyone kind of barking, saying what they're saying. So, what blessings are coming in? Ancestors, can you please join us? What blessings are coming in for pile 1? I'm having a vision that a lot of you are coming out of a fire and you're like sooty. There's a lot of soot. There's a lot of black like soot and like, you know, debris, but you survived it. So you have survived something. And the ancestors want you to know it's going to get better. What blessings are coming in for pile 1? What blessings are coming in for pile 1? Ancestors, what blessings are coming in for pile 1? What blessings are coming in for pile 1, please? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. You're going to get a new offer of collaboration, of working with the right people. But I will say, this to me is also about, I'm hearing discovering your gifts, discovering your blessings and your abilities. Like, people are starting to take notice of you in your life, and they're starting to see what kind of value you bring, which is something that you have wanted for people to see in you. A lot of these cards are in reverse, so I do read reversals. This is definitely about blocked energy. So your blessings are being blocked by a lot of these circumstances. I'm seeing some inner, some outer. You have survived a tower moment. Some of you guys may be trying to control a situation involving a mother figure, involving an older feminine energy, involving the mother of your child, involving the father of your child. You have been, especially with that first card, compassion, like there is intuitively, I'm feeling, it's like the sun coming out after the storm. My vision of you is you're coming out of a really tough fire. So there has been a lot going on in terms of your work environment. Some of you guys lost money. Okay, you felt left out in the cold. You may have gotten kicked out. You may have endured a lot of stressful situations. But your blessings involve your ancestors. They withheld money from you for a while, okay? Not to be mean. They may have withheld a specific abundance from you because you had to learn a lesson. There is a lesson here involving giving to other people, how you give from a place of generosity, or switching your poverty consciousness to being more wealthy in spirit. So I'm getting an energy here. Your blessings is you are going through a very massive transformation, especially financially, especially career-wise. But the blessing is that once this is over with, I am seeing an enormous amount. You are going to collaborate with someone and you're going to start your own business and you're going to be the boss. You're going from working with other people or being indecisive and letting other people kind of affect you, pile one, and now you're deciding you're going to take your life into your own hands, and your ancestors are blessing you with love and a new career. Everything you've gone through, you have not done this for nothing. You will reap the benefits. You're going to literally start, I'm hearing 2020 July, you're going to literally like blast off into your own business involving healing practices. I'm hearing you're going to open up a studio. This is going to be studio based. This may even be classes you're going to teach, but you are going to be able to call the shots and be a boss. Okay? So everything you've been like, I'm seeing ancestors have withheld, offers. They've withheld certain money from you. You might have been feeling really frustrated because you don't know what's going on. You felt like there is no abundance. But to me, I feel they were waiting for you to come out of this energy of being selfish. This pile, you may have had a hard time. What I'm seeing the ancestors were trying to teach you, Kuan Yin, okay, is compassion. You may have been in an energy where you were more worried about yourself, or you may have been judging a little bit and your ancestors didn't like that. Or you may have had a very negative outlook of your own life. Maybe you were judging yourself so harshly. They were like, we can't give you blessings right now because you won't know what to do with it. But now you're moving into a new shift in your life, pile one. So you're being blessed with a new career. Next year, everything is lining up the way it's supposed to. Okay, my love, I hope that helped. Thank you. Let me know if it resonates. Let's move on to pile 2. Okay, pile 2. Let's see what's going on. Let's get a little channeled message here. Pile 2. What blessings are coming in? What's going on with you guys? Okay, some of you guys, something did not work out recently and you're really stressed out about it. Something did not go the way you expected it to. What blessings are coming in? I'm seeing a lot of frustration. I am getting a vision of a car, so you may be frustrated about the movement here. There's movement. Your 5th house. Yeah. Your 5th house is also about love and other people. It's also the house of, the way you love, your hobbies, your creativity. This is the house of children as well. The 5th house is the house of children. So, again, I feel like this almost feels like a relationship that didn't work out. And I'm seeing a car. Some of you guys have like car problems, or I'm getting a vision of a car not working or something. And there's a level of frustration about having to make a payment to it, or like, this car it was like a family car, and you may have had this split up and you're stressing over a car. Some of you guys may be in a place where you need a car. But this is also a representation of movement. So, ancestors, what's going on with pile 2 in terms of their blessings before we jump in? Let's see. Past energy. What is the learning lesson, ancestors? What is the learning lesson for pile 2? What are the blessings here? I'm getting that some of you guys had, take it as it resonates, you guys. Yeah, you definitely had a soulmate connection to someone. Some of you guys are in school to be a teacher, or you're in school to teach, to be in the world of education, whether this is through healing practices, like you're a counselor, or you could just be in the realm of teaching. So I feel like I'm getting a vision that some of you guys may have been in a relationship. You may have lived with someone, or kind of like a long-term relationship, or a situation where you were in a connection and this person kind of left you high and dry, and this messed you up financially is what I'm getting, or this kind of shook you up a little bit. And I feel like you guys have been coming out of a time of having to build yourself back up, okay? You're having to build yourself back up, and you're having to speak your truth. A lot of you guys feel frustrated. It's like you have family as well that maybe at a distance, maybe you guys aren't living with family, or maybe you are, take it as it resonates, but I'm seeing like a feeling of being oppressed by your own family. Like you feel really like there are too many demands here. I feel like pile 2, you have a lot of people who depend on you, and you're a healer, and you have a lot of people grabbing at you, and it's driving you nuts. So there is a need to set really strong boundaries around your life, because people love to be around you, and they love to kind of be in your space because you have an inner wisdom. So a lot of you guys are healers. You may be psychics, you may be, you know, intuitives, whatever. And I'm seeing like a frustration here. Like there's just been a lot of frustration around having to start new. Like you're definitely starting from scratch. You're like, okay, let's lay down the foundation. This is not a negative thing. This is a positive thing. It's like someone left you high and dry. You felt really heartbroken. You decided to transform your life like Kali, the goddess. You're like, okay, whoever left you, they didn't break you. You may have thought that they broke you, but they didn't break you. This was a situation where you were dependent on someone, either in a living situation or in a relationship, and them leaving did not break you. If anything, it helped you step into your passion, your life purpose. So give me one card for the past for you, pile 2. I'm hearing restriction. So again, you guys felt really restricted here. Past energies in terms of the blessings. Maybe you missed an opportunity. Yeah, there was an opportunity that was given to you. A lot of you guys are at a distance. I feel like there's a situation here of I don't know, you guys made, you guys took a plunge, you took a leap of faith, and you ended up in a situation that didn't grow. This feels very romantic as well. Like something did not grow here. There was a lot of long distance energy here. You thought it was going to grow, but it did not grow. And you kind of ended up in a situation where you were like, well, what do I do now? I kind of took a move, or I took a leap of faith for this. So now what? So let's see. Yeah, I'm getting a vision of an airplane, you guys. So definitely travel is involved with this pile, or this is something that you're moving towards. Like you're going to get ready to start a new beginning somewhere else. Because someone here tried to, they tried to like limit you, or they try to block you from moving forward. So your ancestors were like, I don't think so. You're not going to stop our, you know, one of our people, like one of us, from moving forward. So I do see a level of I see that this energy here with the fire close to her heart, like you have a strong protection here. Like someone was like, nah, your ancestor was like, we're not playing that game. Shut that shit down. Whoever was trying to block you, Pile 2. So what are your blessings? Let's see. What's coming in? What blessings are coming in for you? What blessings are coming in for you? Pile 2. What blessings are coming in for pile 2? What blessings are coming in for pile 2? I'm hearing turning yourself into a leader. Wow. Yeah, you're definitely learning how to stand in your own power. Okay? Like, you're literally gonna be standing in your own power. You may have been left out in the cold by someone, a karmic partner. This feels like a karmic or a soulmate. This is a very strong connection that, again, you were in a situation with this person, whether you were living with them or you were depending on them in some shape or form. Or this was just a toxic ass energy that you were stuck in. And the blessing is you are healing from poverty. You are healing from negative thinking. The blessing is you're leveling up your mind. You're setting stronger boundaries around people who are trying to play you. You guys have an offer coming in terms of finances. And I feel like in your surrounding, you have people who are trying to manipulate you, and it's not going to happen. I'm hearing trust yourself. Trusting yourself. You're learning how to trust yourself more with this Hermit card. Okay? Like, you're learning how to trust yourself way more in this situation. So I do see you guys are going to be, you're going to be feeling leveled up. Like, you're going to feel very passionate about your life. You're going to feel like your ancestors are trying to get you to go out there and take a risk. Like, a lot of you guys are going to take a leap of faith in a new direction. A lot of you guys are doing this alone as well. Like, you may have been partnered to someone, or you may have been really relying on someone to help you, and now you've moved into a place where you could do it by yourself. Okay? I feel like you're going to make financial adjustments. It's not going to be the easiest, but you're going to manifest your dreams. I'm hearing that you guys want to be famous. Maybe that's a little desire that you guys have. There's an energy here of fame or wanting to be seen. So some of you guys are in the field of film, photography, creativity. There's a creative energy you guys are in, and you're making the necessary moves to establish a reputation is what I'm saying, okay? And you're releasing yourself from fear. You're releasing yourself from whatever negativity this had you bound. Let's get one more. What blessings are coming your way, pile 2? I'm hearing stability, foundation, increased self-awareness. You guys are gonna, on top of that, you're gonna reconnect. So now that you've been through all of this, you're going to wow. Not only are you going to move into a better space financially, but you're also going to meet a very important soulmate, your other half, or a twin flame. Or you're going to reconnect with them, and things are going to be like there's such an improvement here in terms of your spiritual connection. This person is going to come out of their sleeping mode, and I feel like they're going to come in and offer you a commitment, like a serious commitment, okay? So, wow. Lots of blessings for you. Thank you, pile 2. Let me know if that resonates. All right, 29. Okay, so let's see what's going on with you guys. Pile 3. What are your blessings? Some of you guys have been feeling really stressed out, and because I'm scratching my head, that tells me there's a lot of like crown chakra activity. So this pile, you guys are spiritual people. You guys are definitely spiritual people. You guys may suffer from psychic attacks or people who are trying to, like they're trying to invade your energy is what I'm hearing. And I feel like this has been taking a toll on you spiritually. What blessings are coming in for pile 3? What's going on for you guys? You guys literally have been in the shadows of other people in terms of success. Like you've always been someone else's like supporting actress or supporting actor. Like you've never really taken your own goals and stepped it up. And even when you've taken your own goals, I feel like you really give more than you take, or you decide to kind of be someone else's like supporter instead of supporting your own goals, right? And your ancestors are like, no, we're not doing this right now. You're about to step into your power, honey. So what blessings? Okay, I just got, damn, you guys. So your ancestors have gifted you something that someone in your friend group wanted, and you didn't think you deserved it, and you were the perfect candidate for it. I said friends. Look at that. 12th house. And this involves your south node. So that explains why a lot of you guys may have a south node in a placement of codependency. So Libra, it could be Pisces, it could be Cancer. But you guys have always, throughout your trajectory of your life, you've always been supportive to other people's vision, okay? And your ancestors are like, okay, that's cool. A, for effort, for being supportive, for being humanitarian, for being giving. Now it's your time to shine. So they have taken the initiative, your ancestors have taken the initiative to push you into the limelight, to push you into public recognition, or they will be pushing you into, a lot of you guys may be Leos as well, they're pushing you into an area of success because they're tired of other people taking advantage of you. People in your friendship circle have been taking from you, especially I'm getting an Aries, Leo, Sag. There's a strong fire sign here who has been trying to take energetically from you, or something, like they want to take credit for your work. Yeah, I'm hearing they want to take credit for your work, or they were hoping to take credit for your work and then hoping to become more famous, or they had a specific, I feel like this person had a specific vision for you from the beginning of your friendship, and I feel that your ancestors, right when you were supposed to, they gave you something that they thought they were going to get for themselves. They protected you, and they're like, no, you're not about to play. You're not about to play with my lineage. You're not about to play with my seed. Whatever it is, you know how it's a family. They're like, nah. Because they blocked that shit. They could see that this person was trying to take advantage of you throughout the whole friendship. Strong Aries, Leo, Sag, or Pisces energy here. Could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But something was given to you instead of them. Not that they don't have success either. They're going to have their own success. But what I'm saying is that I feel like both of you guys were competing for the same role or for the same position, and the universe handed it to you. And that, if that's not the case yet, it's going to be handed to you. You guys are in a place where you're going to be shining. A lot of you guys are counselors, or you have an energy of being a healer, a therapist. But again, you have a lot of healing energy. There's an energy here of being a spiritualist. Your faith, your hidden talents, your 12th house is all about your secret self. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been avoiding your 12th house energy, which is, to me, the way I've been taught, it's like your secret self. So it's like your hidden talents. Okay? So again, this is about the blessings here. Some of this stuff you may have to keep private as well, because the 12th house is very hidden, and it's like an inner thing. So you do have a Gemini in your environment. What do you want to be known? I feel like Yeah, okay. So, again, what did I say intuitively? There's an air sign or there's a fire sign here who has been trying to take something that you guys have been, both of you have been working on something that's very similar here. And I feel like the universe is going to gift it to you. There is a level of secrecy that needs to happen here. Some of you guys, what I'm saying is like you need to keep your ideas to yourself. If you have creative ideas, keep this shit to yourself. Don't give it away to people, because I am seeing a lot of deception with the moon energy here. People want what you have. They want your ideas. They look at you and they admire you, but they want to take from you. It's not so much that they want to give to you. So check it, okay? Be careful with that. What are your blessings here, pile 3? Some of you guys are going to open up your own retreat. What are your blessings, pile 3? I am getting a vision of like a small retreat, or you guys are going to get into a retreat. Maybe you're going to learn something here. What are the blessings for pile 3, please? What blessings are coming in? I am seeing like a spiritual, there's like a spiritual component to this here. And you guys are learning. So listen, there is a very karmic energy in terms of a lesson that you're learning with a past life situation that involves maybe some hidden energies, hidden truths about people. You may be afraid to take a leap of faith, okay? So this retreat, I feel I am seeing an energy of this being like an outdoor retreat. This may be something that is going to shift you, and it's going to actually move your career into something better. If it's not a retreat, this is a training for work. This is some kind of training. I feel like it's going to be a blessing because it's going to teach you something new that you can apply to your work, okay? But what I am seeing is that you may be feeling, pile 3, you may be feeling a little blocked right now because you need to learn a cycle. There's a karmic cycle that you're kind of going through right now, and Spirit is trying to get you to learn what you need to learn. And your ancestors are also kind of guiding you so you can transform your ancestral trauma, your ancestral curses into power. So things may feel a little stagnant. You may be fearful of something, and this is past life related. In a past life, you may have attempted to do something and you weren't successful. And now you're being guided to try again, and now you really have to get your courage to do it. Your ancestors are saying, understand that life is about ups and downs. Okay, your blessings are going to come. They're going to, shift. They're never going to go. They're just going to shift, and then they're going to come back up, and they're going to shift. And it's all for the sake of your spiritual growth, you guys. The expect a miracle in reverse, the sacred space, and the undying love. Okay, listen. Your ancestors, they want to talk to you. Some of you guys need to tune in to your ancestors, meaning you need to set up an altar or like really talk to them on a daily basis, pray to them, because you have someone in particular who passed away here. Could be a soulmate connection as well. Soulmates can be mother, father, anything, okay? I'm getting an energy of a masculine energy that wants to talk to you, but they feel like they can't connect with you for some reason. So this is the time to make a sacred space for yourself and for your ancestors so they can help you on your journey and your blessings. They want to express that there is someone here who has passed on who is trying to block you. And it's not, we have good and bad ancestors, but they're still our ancestors, like we still represent them because they're our ancestors. But there is a masculine energy here who passed away, who had an issue with your family. There's ties here. This could have been decades ago, a grandfather, a great-grandfather, but they're trying to block you from stuff. And you are actively fighting off this old karmic debt, this old karma, to try to release yourself from this curse. There's a curse here in terms of your ancestors. Okay, don't be afraid. It's not. I mean, we all have something. We all have something dark within our spiritual ancestors, our own family, right? Like we think about our family, like they all got some dark secrets. Okay, so don't be too shocked. So what blessings are coming in here for pile 3? They want you to have a more positive mindset. A lot of you guys are like, you're digging up your own hole because you may be either, there's a few things here. Some of you guys have not let go of someone who have passed away, and you need to kind of come to terms with this death because they're struggling to move on and it's affecting your own flow. What are your blessings, pile 3? Wow, I'm seeing, I'm having a vision of roses here. So how beautiful is that? What are your blessings, pile 3? What blessings? What are your blessings? Yeah, a lot of you guys have been faced with a lot of challenges in life. Like a lot of challenges in life. Like several, to the point where, you know, you may have PTSD or you may struggle with a lot of triggers and trauma, but this is all to make things better. What blessings, pile 3, do you have coming? Ancestors, what blessings for pile 3? Wow, you're learning so much about yourself. Okay, so people are trying to steal from you. They're trying to steal from your power. They're trying to steal from your energy. They're trying to steal from you. And the blessing is they can't, because you're in a higher position than them. Everything that they have tried to steal from you, whether it's creative, whether it's emotional, whether it's a relationship, they get away with it for a short period of time, and your ancestors are like, no. Because you're in a higher position than them and people respect you. So the blessing is that you are protected from thieves. You are protected from people who try to steal. And you don't even have to do much. It's like you have like this beautiful protection around you from your ancestors and your spirit guides. The blessings that are coming in. So I do feel you may even have a Taurus who has been trying to steal a lot of your energy, or they've been stealing something from you, and your ancestors were like, no. And what they tried, they did not succeed. It could be a Taurus, it could be an Aquarius. So someone here tried to take something from you, and it just was not going down, and it will not go down. So that is like a blessing, okay? The blessing is you definitely may be a little stressed out right now. But the blessing is saying you have to be willing to see where you are your own enemy, pile 3. If you're in this energy of being stressed out, being worried, being like your anxiety is through the roof, the judgment is saying you have not paid attention to the call. You're not letting yourself transform. You're not changing anything. You're allowing yourself to live in a victim mentality. Or you're allowing yourself to live in a place where you're only thinking of negativity, whether you know it or not. You know, sometimes we're not aware. Judgment in reverse is saying like your ancestors are waiting for you to change something here. You're the one who can change it. You're in the 3D. They're here to help you. And the blessing is a new job. The blessing is if you've been worried about a new job, you guys are definitely sacrificing something right now, but it's a blessing because you're waiting for the perfect opportunity. And I feel like you are going to get a beautiful opportunity of a new career, a new position that maybe you have been waiting for, especially if you want to work with children. I am seeing this as something that's very positive for you. But I will say that a blessing is that some of you guys recently had a breakup with a very toxic partnership, soulmate connection. This was a soulmate where the universe and your ancestors were like, nah, this person isn't for you because they're the devil. They want to keep you bound to some negative shit. So blessing in disguise. They remove this person off your path. Whether you think it was a blessing or not, they're saying, yo, we needed to get this person out the way in order to bring in more abundance. They're teaching you that relationships like that, like this, will make you feel really low about yourself, and they affect your money, and you guys have seen it. I keep looking at this card. Yeah, a lot of you guys have been really having to deal with people who, I'm hearing the blessing has been that they have been testing you. These people have been trying you, and you bounce back. You always bounce back, whether you know it or not. I am getting that a lot of you guys have a soul mission to teach, or to be a counselor here, to teach spirituality, to teach something, whether it's meditation, yoga, Tibetan bowl singing, you know, like any healing spectrum you guys were meant to do, and the universe is protecting you from people who have been taking from you. But they need you to think bigger. They need you to start shifting your attitude and your perspective so you can receive these blessings. Please talk to someone who has passed away here. They really want to talk to you. An altar means anything. Get them flowers. Get them, you know, do a little prayer. There's someone here who's saying that they're trying to give you miracles, like they're trying to give you blessings, but you're blocking this connection. Like you're blocking the other side from coming in out of fear. Or you do have an ancestor, someone from the past in your family who has been trying to kind of shake things up because they're not cool with your family, your other side of the family. So I am getting intuitively this pile, you may come from a mixed race, like you may have a lot of mixed backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds. So you have ancestors who aren't really all in alignment with what you're doing. But that doesn't mean that they're not supportive of you. It's just, it gets complicated. Yeah, like family, it just gets complicated. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Let me know if it resonates.